face. Anyone need a coat? Quick as a flash! Full speed ahead! Charge! Keep pushing! Stronger! Coach will take it from here. Keep pushing! How tiresome. Coach will take it from here. Control breathing. Keep pushing! Keep pushing! Full speed ahead! Keep pushing! Quick as a flash! Step aside! Harder! Stronger! What a running jump! Full speed ahead!
See? Told you they'd be here.
Xavier! Oh, and Shiori and Farina too!
Ah, Hydro Archon above! If it isn't my darling camera operator and clapper loader! A very happy Fontanalia festival to you as well!
I'm guessing you came back to celebrate with us?
Yep. And help out too! Even though the last festival had some unexpected hiccups, making the film was still super fun. Since you're all here together like this, you must be planning on entering the competition, right?
Of course! A celebration of the entertainment industry. No one who's anyone would choose to sit this one out. It only happens once a year, after all.
Fontaine Fashion Week might be more my speed, but the film festival brings in a lot of orders and boosts brand recognition, so I wasn't going to miss out either.
A few new awards have been added this year, too. Best Director, Best Costume Design, oh, and Best Camera Operation.
Ooh, sounds like we've got work to do. Come on, tell us! What's Musketeer Pictures film gonna be about?
Oh, about that.
What's wrong, Xavier? What's with that look? Oh, man, you weren't scammed by some shady investor again, were you?
No, even I'm not naive enough to fall for something like that again. Besides, thanks to the fine people here, Musketeer Pictures has more than enough funds to shoot without investors.
And yet problems persist.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, we were planning to replicate our past success and shoot a film based on a popular novel. But as we were holding auditions for the female lead earlier today, a striking young mademoiselle wandered in by accident. Her disposition was simply ethereal, the look in her eyes somewhat melancholic. Oh, I wish you could have been there. The awe I felt can scarcely be put to words. You had to be there, friend. No matter where she stood, it was as if her surroundings, even the air itself, turned into the perfect shot.
Guess you found your lead actress, then?
No, quite the opposite. My script is entirely unworthy of her. I fear it is. Nevertheless, I couldn't help but approach the mademoiselle to ask about her background and what brought her to Fontaine.
What did she say?
Sadly, she said her best friend was gone. After returning to her own homeland not too long ago, she decided to visit where her friend was from to remember them better.
Oh, no wonder she looked sad.
Yes, but that's when it struck me. Why not cast her as the lead in a film centered around her search for this old friend?
Huh? You're gonna rewrite the whole script? But is there even enough time? Isn't the prep work super complicated? We might not finish.
Think about the difficulties we faced with the two Musketeers. We had to start from scratch back then, too. I'd say we're ahead of the game this time.
Guess so, but...
Don't worry, Paimon. Shiori and I have evaluated the proposal, and we support Xavier's decision.
Oh, I won't really need to start on the costumes until the cast is finalized, so it's not too much extra work for me.
Oh, fair mademoiselles. How can I ever thank you?
Finishing the script would be a start.
You know, compared to a commercial popcorn flick, I do prefer the idea of shooting a more artistic film. One that leaves a profound and lingering impact in the hearts of the audience.
I agree. True trendsetters are the people who dare to go against the grain.
Wow! Leave it It's a director Farina to have a vision. Honestly, though, the artistic passion of everyone at Musketeer Pictures is inspiring. Anyway, now that we've heard so much about this lead actress, Paimon's gotta know who it is! Ah! Columbina! What are you doing here?
Hello. I was just walking past when I heard you talking about me, so I came over.
Huh? You know Miss Columbina?
Of course! Wait a second. Does this mean Columbina is the actress who inspired the whole rewrite? Yeah.
Hmm?
Wait, so did you make the trip by yourself, Columbina?
Yes. I mentioned how I wanted to visit other nations once things settled down in Notcry, remember? So I went to the curatorium to ask Never for advice. She told me about the film festival in Fontaine and said it might be fun to visit. I spoke to Lauma before I left too, and she thought it was a great idea to get out for a bit. It's just, I received quite different travel advice from the two of them.
Oh? How so?
Well, Lauma told me to go out and experience new things and make new friends.
What a wonderful suggestion.
What about Nefer?
She said, don't trust anyone and don't talk to strangers.
Yep, that sounds like her.
I can understand that too. It shows this Nefer cares about you a great deal, Miss Columbina.
Yes, so I plan on combining their advice. All I need to do is turn strangers into friends, and then I can talk to them.
Huh. That kinda makes sense. But also, not.
Hey, Chiori. Oh, look who's back. Happy Fontanalia Festival, you two.
Oh, looks like we have a superstar in our midst. How about an autograph, Big Shot?
Ha ha, very funny.
All settled then?
Yep, the Duke gave his blessing, and I cleared it with the Udex. During the festival, inmates with good behavior will get a chance to spend some time on the outside.
Under the stringent supervision of the Special Patrol, of course.
Risley! It's been a while. Happy Fontanalia Festival!
Does that mean Veronique and her brother will be at the festival?
During a specific window of time, sure. Doesn't hurt to give the inmates something to look forward to. A little sun will do them some good, I think. This is a friend from your travels, I'm guessing. Thought I heard something along those lines?
Right! We should make some introductions, huh? Chevros, Risley, this is Columbina. A friend we met in Notcry.
Welcome to Fontaine, Miss Columbina. I bet the weather's been quite an adjustment.
Yeah.
And not the good kind, I take it.
No, I quite like it. It's a lot warmer than Notcry.
Then what was the punch for?
Oh, should I not have done that? The flowers that bloom here are so vibrant, and the people are so kind. I just wanted to become friends as fast as possible.
Ah, so that was meant as a gesture of friendship. Is that right, Miss Columbina?
Mm-hmm. Isn't that what friends do?
Right. Might have been a bit premature in this instance, though. Your friend here is quite the character.
Good thing we said something. You weren't seriously gonna go around punching every single person in Fontaine, were you?
No, just the ones I wanted to be friends with.
That's not... what Paimon's trying to say is, maybe keep the punches to a minimum until after you're friends with someone.
If you say so.
You're quite the character, Miss Columbina.
So, are we friends?
Of course. Any friend of the Traveler is a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Oof. When it comes to friends, you sure know how to pick 'em.
So Miss Columbina is the lead actress I've been hearing so much about. The whole thing about her aura is starting to make more sense.
You gonna be part of the film this time too, Shivers?
That was the plan. But now that Mr. Xavier has changed the direction, I don't think I'm in quite as many scenes. It's all for the best, though. A different crew asked me to help consult on some of their musket work.
Oh, sounds like our trusty musketeer is as popular as ever.
I'm just going where I'm needed. I'm more than willing to help with whatever this production needs as well.
Ah, well, speaking of, would you happen to know if there are scenic locations around the court of Fontaine that other crews haven't booked?
The festival's pretty popular this year, so there's not a lot left. You might just have to talk it over with the other productions and see if they'll let you squeeze in here and there.
I see.
Having trouble finding a filming location?
Yes, we made a last-minute decision to go down a different route, so the indoor locations we reserved are no longer a good fit. And it looks like all of the best—
You know, I might know a place. Good views, good atmosphere, and no production team has snatched it up.
That sounds perfect! Where is it?
You want me to reveal it just like that? Come on, let it be a surprise.
As much as that sounds riveting, I think we should divide and conquer. You go do that, and Director Farina and I will take Miss Columbina around the city to discuss lighting and styling. Is that all right with you, Miss Columbina?
Traveler?
Yeah, everyone here is our friend. So don't worry about a thing and just focus on enjoying your trip.
Okay.
All right, then the Traveler and I will go check out this potential filming location. It might even give me some inspiration for the new script.
I'll leave this to the Duke then. Until later, everyone. Maybe we'll run into each other on set.
Okay then. Lead the way, Risley. Paimon's not built for suspense.
Who said anything about roads?
Huh? No way! You brought the winglet up to the surface?
It'd make quite the grand backdrop for a film, don't you think?
Paimon's more focused on the fact that this thing is supposed to be underwater, inside the fortress of Mirrorpeed.
True. And keeping up with the maintenance on a vessel this big is a lot of work. It takes a crazy amount of manpower just to keep it up and running.
Oh, Paimon kind of thought it just sat there until you needed it.
I wish it were that simple. The truth is, the maintenance costs on this thing are substantial. So we decided to rent it out during the festival to earn some extra mora. Besides, the inmates are the ones who keep it in good shape. Seeing the fruits of their labor put to use is a good form of social rehabilitation for them.
You've really thought this through. What you think, Xavier? Is this a good place to shoot?
Ah, I've got it! Good messieurs and mademoiselles, I've got it!
Gonna take that as a yes.
The beginning is the hardest part, and the opening of this film has been eluding me, but now I know just how it should start.
Glad to hear it.
Thanks for bringing us here, Risley.
Don't thank me just yet. This isn't quite a done deal.
Huh? Not a done deal as in someone already rented it out? You said no other production teams had snatched it up.
This person isn't affiliated with the production team. The rental fee was high enough to scare off plenty of other film crews, but she didn't blink. Made quite the generous offer, and didn't even attempt to haggle.
Do you know what she plans to use it for? I'd like to at least have a rough idea before—
I didn't ask for the details, but I did see what looked like a fishing permit and a business license on her desk. My guess is she's planning on using it for some kind of restaurant or aquarium.
A floating restaurant is sure to attract people, but an aquarium sounds cool too. The views from the ship make it a great spot for a date.
The winglet might not be under my command right now, but it's always nice to see her admired.
A film is sure to drum up some good publicity as well. I do hope we can work something out with the current captain.
Well, guess we should head over and talk things out then.
Best of luck.
Wow! The winglet seems even bigger up close. The rooms are so spacious. Wonder who rented it out. Hello? Anyone there?
Perhaps the captain had business to attend to elsewhere.
But why rent such a massive boat just to have it sit here without even leaving so much as a note? Let's try again. Anyone there? Hello?
Seriously? Right now?
What is it gonna take to get some decent sleep around here?
Is a nap too much to ask for? Ugh. Sorry, the aquarium's closed for the... Huh?
See Lolly?
Traveler! Paimon! Hold on. Oh, this is just great! How am I gonna go out dressed like this? What happened to my regular clothes? The wash! I put them in the wash after I drank too much and fell into the fountain. Oh, this can't be happening! Am I seriously gonna go out like this?
Think we might have caught her at a bad time. See Lolly?
I don't wanna hear it.
Hear what?
A single word about what I'm wearing. No comments, none. Is that clear?
Oh, yep. Crystal.
Huh? You think so? No, wait, I told you not to say anything! What was... Her thoughts. I heard her thoughts. How could I forget about that? Oh, this is so embarrassing. I seemed a little too pleased to get that compliment, didn't I? Wait, the mind reading went both... You clearly did!
Huh? What did we do? Paimon's not following.
Nothing. It's nothing. Let's just move on. Did you need something? You're not here alone, I see.
Hello, I'm Xavier, a film director and producer from Fontaine. I meant to introduce myself sooner, I just didn't want to, interrupt.
No wonder we ran into each other in Fontaine of all places. You must also be in town for the festival, then.
That's right. We're helping Xavier with his film. In fact, we were hoping to shoot some scenes on this boat. You're the one who rented it out, right, Seed Lolly?
Me? Rent a boat? I wish I had that kind of spare cash floating around. Not to mention... don't get the wrong idea, though. I'm not here to sail off into the sunset and live out some cushy retirement life, okay? I'm not...
Then why you dress like... how did you end up staying aboard the Winglet?
Well, I heard one of my favorite light novels was getting turned into a film, so I came to Fontaine to catch the premiere. Originally, I booked a room near the Opera Epiclese, but I'm quite particular about where I sleep these days. I think it's an age thing. And that bed? Oh, I just couldn't sleep in it. I tried to find a different hotel, but with the festival, everything was completely booked. Just as I was worried I'd have to sleep under a bridge or something, I happened to spot a help wanted sign on the side of the road.
Oh, so you're here to take care of the boat?
No, I was hired to man the front desk. The pay is a bit low, but food and drinks are covered. And it includes room and board during the festival. Plus, the job is simple. So I thought I'd give it a shot.
Wow! They actually thought you'd be a good fit, huh?
What? You don't think I'm cut out for it? All I have to do is tell people the aquarium isn't open yet. Other than that, I'm free to do whatever I want. It's a pretty sweet gig.
That's all?
Yeah, I was also kinda shocked. But it's not a lie. Head downstairs and see for yourselves. There's nothing but empty tanks. Not a marine animal in sight.
Did your boss mention anything about being open to film crews using this space? Our production was hoping to film on the deck for a few scenes.
No. That never came up. You could just ask her.
Oh, she's around? What kind of person is she? We should know what we're heading into.
She's nice enough, I suppose. Pretty reasonable, too. Even offered for me to move to a bigger cabin if I was too cramped. Back at the Masters of the Night Wind, I'm used to being the one giving orders. But working under her doesn't feel like being bossed around. She seems to respect what I think.
Wow, she sounds like a great boss.
She did tell me she'd rather not be disturbed, though. She's been working on an important project, so I'd keep it brief.
Got it. Thanks for the heads up.
All right, the captain's quarters are this way. I can take... Wait. But I'm wearing... whatever. I doubt she'll care. Just follow me. Miss Guillotin? These visitors were hoping to ask you about something.
I thought I said to limit the interruptions. Just tell them the aquarium is still...
Sandrone, you're here? Huh? You know each other?
Are you okay, Sandrone? Do you still remember us? Everyone was so upset after what happened. We all missed you so much.
Miss Seat Lolly, why don't you escort this gentleman to the reception area for a cup of tea? I have something to discuss with these two in private.
Ah, I see. Right this way, Mr. Xavier.
Sandrone?
I really can't go anywhere without running into you two, can I?
Are you okay? During the battle, your core, it was...
Destroyed by that bastard Dottore. That's right. But as you can see, I'm fine now. No major issues. Or at least, there shouldn't be.
Oh, what a relief! Why didn't you tell us sooner? Or come back to see your friends?
Now that I have the chance, I just want to say... Thank you for saving me.
Huh? Don't get the wrong idea. I only saved you so we could complete that formula and defeat Dottore once and for all. Even if he did crawl back from the grave to make us all miserable again.
That doesn't matter. You're still a hero.
All right. But it wasn't just me. All I did was lend my brilliant mind to the cause and take care of one part of the plan. Although, I'm not denying it would have fallen apart without me.
You got that right. You're amazing. But how did you go from a...
From a lifeless pile of scrap to looking like this?
Well, my mom was trying to put it a bit more gently, but... yeah.
Where do I even start? it all! Where am I? Did we do it? How much time has passed? I'm not in one of that lunatic's experimental labs, am I? Wait. Fontanian decor. Books from the Research Institute. Phew. One thing at a time. Initiate self-diagnostics. Assess the extent of the damage. Cut power to compromised, non-essential components. Then reconstruct available action modules. Severe damage to the core. Dottore, you bastard. Polonia? Polonia, wake up! Activate! You're in even worse shape than me. Internal gears and energy circuits are barely intact. Extreme damage to the core, just like me. Rebooting is off the table. Even if I could repair the damage, I don't know if... You used up all your critical energy in those final moments, didn't you? To protect the core of that guy in the hat, and the numerological array. Wait, the array. Yes! The prototype is still here. But can I even run it in this state? Whatever. I have to try. I just need to confirm one thing. Activate the numerological array. Connect the computing core to my body. Just like I thought. It needs too much computing power. Cut off power supply to all functions except the thinking module. Please. I just need to ask one question. Initiate query regarding the 3 Moon Sisters. How many living moon goddesses are there in possession of the Trilunar Authority? 1. It worked. You did it, Columbina. You made it back. But how did I survive? The self-diagnostics showed damage severe enough to shut me down for good. What triggered the reboot? Huh? A built-in message? Only visible after a core reboot. The final gift. Alin! Were you the one who gave me the second chance? But why now? What activated it? What is that? A vision? Wait, no. It's a stellar linchpin?
A stellar linchpin? What's that?
You can think of it as a rare kind of vision. As for what causes one to manifest, well, that's still unknown. But in Snezhnaya, or in Afatui's research at least, it's believed to have some connection to the third descender.
The third descender? We knew his remains were used to create the Gnosis, but this is the first we're hearing about a stellar linchpin.
You knew about the remains? Right, of course. Look who I'm talking to. Yes, the Heavenly Principles used the remains of the third descender to create the 7 Gnosis as a means to consolidate the Archon system. Visions result from that same system, so extrapolating from there, it's clear that the manifestation of a vision is also, to some extent, related to the third descender. Still following? For those that wield them, visions serve as a means to channel elemental power. The same is true of stellar linchpins. The difference is that When wielding elemental energy, stellar linchpin users often exhibit a unique kind of power that seems to come from beyond to that. It's believed that when a stellar linchpin manifests, impurities from the remains of the third descender get fixed in place. Hence the name. That's also believed to be the source of the strange power I just mentioned.
We've heard that visions can appear when someone has a really strong wish or desire. Stellar linchpins sound kind of similar, so does that mean...
Huh? Oh, don't look at me like that. I've never had any grand wishes or aspirations. Just a list of things that drive me up the wall. So if you're asking why this thing appeared, I have no clue. All I know is that without it, the gift Elen left me, this built-in second chance, never would have triggered. The damage to my core was too severe. But thanks to the stellar linchpin's manifestation, it did trigger. And after my core rebooted, I was able to repair the damage to my body. I also managed to import the numerological array, along with some of Polonia's surviving algorithms, into this form.
Wait, does that mean Polonia is...
Yes. Unfortunately, Polonia is... beyond repair.
Oh, we're so sorry to hear that. But you also mentioned something about a final gift?
Yes. Elen often spoke to me about wishes and desires when he was alive. I suppose he thought there might come a day when I wished for something, and was willing to sacrifice my own life to fulfill it. So he left me a chance to start over. No, never. Elen once said I was his proudest masterpiece. That might sound boastful coming from me, but it's also an undeniable fact. After Elen died, I started studying how Polonia and I worked. Polonia is essentially a computational machine, so it wasn't difficult to figure out the mechanical principles there. But when it came to my own structure, that's when Elen, the Lord Artificer's true greatness, struck me once again. I attempted to imitate it when I created Catherine, but in the end, she turned out to be nothing more than a superficial replica.
What? But his creation skill, Catherine, is super impressive. We were shocked when we first found out she was a puppet.
No, she's nothing compared to what Elen was able to create. Some of the mechanical principles of my own core are still a complete mystery to me. Keeping that gift hidden wasn't even a challenge for him. Just a shame I had to waste it on fighting Dottore. I just couldn't stand the thought of him coming out on top. If you put it that way, the world owes me a whole lot then, doesn't it?
Wait, but all this still doesn't explain what you're doing here. Risley said you rented the ship and even had some kind of fishing permit?
That's because I'm trying to go back to the place Elen and I lived when he was alive. My former home, I suppose you could say. The second chance wasn't the only part of the gift. According to the message, Elen left me a few other things that are stored in the house we shared together. I'm hoping that whatever he left me can help fix certain anomalies in my rebooted core. And help me understand why I received a stellar linchpin in the first place.
Okay, so go back then. What does that have to do with fishing?
And to think I'm talking to the saviors of Fontaine. Did you forget that the water levels have been rising for centuries? I can't just go back to the place I used to live because now it's underwater.
Oh, right.
With the rising water levels and changes in terrain, it's not just a matter of finding where it is, but also clearing away any sediment or debris. But Fontaine law prohibits unauthorized individuals and organizations from excavating underwater ruins. A Melazine caught me the minute I even made an attempt.
Why not apply for authorization then?
and face the endless slog of Fontanian bureaucracy. No thanks. Besides, I'm a Fatui harbinger. The diplomatic implications alone would be enough to give the gestionnaires at the Palais Mermonia a headache. A fishing permit, on the other hand, isn't difficult to obtain at all. Minimal paperwork required, and under the name Guillotin, the application was a cinch.
So you're exploiting a legal loophole?
Am I? That underwater home belongs to me. If I happen to chance upon it while doing some fishing, what's the issue with that? Of course, I do have to catch some fish to put in the aquarium, just in case the gestionnaires come to check up on things. That's also the reason I hired someone to man the front desk.
Huh? But isn't that kind of a waste? He went to all the trouble of getting a business license and rented out this giant ship. Just for show?
If you want to run an aquarium that bad, be my guest. Use the facilities however you want. I'm certainly not going to stop you. All I want is to go back home and see what other gifts Alen wanted me to inherit. Hold on. Enough about me. What are you two even doing here?
Seriously? They've been in there forever. The reaction when they saw each other was strange, to say the least. They're lucky I was nice enough to leave the room and give them some space. Back in the Masters of the Nightwind, I'm the one who gets to kick people out. I just want to know what they're talking about. Should I cast a little eavesdropping spell? Oh, no, what am I thinking? I'm Granny Eastley, the great shaman of the Masters of the Nightwind. I can't do something like that. This is just ridiculous. Making me wait out here for so long? Where's their respect for their elders?
Oh, here they are.
Were you back there arguing or something? What took you so long?
The two of you are already acquainted with Miss Guillotin, then?
Oh, yep. But don't worry, we got everything sorted. Sandrone agreed to let us shoot on the ship, but it has to be when she's not here.
When she's not here?
That's right.
You'll excuse me if I didn't exactly ask for this little reunion. I wasn't planning on seeing anyone. Like I said, my core is severely damaged. Even with the gift, there are anomalies that are making things unstable. I don't even know if I can continue to function without issues. So the priority is to fix these anomalies and get answers to my own questions. Then, I can see the people that need seeing.
Anyway, just let Sandrone know when you plan to film Xavier, and she'll, steer clear.
I do hope I'm not causing Miss Guillotin too much trouble.
No! She just wants to keep a low profile for her own, complicated reasons. She doesn't want anyone else to know she's here.
Understood. I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Oh, and see Lale?
Huh? You mean Miss Guillotin? What does she want? Oh, please don't let it be about the pajamas. What? The 7th of the Fatui Harbingers? Why are you telling me all this?
I asked the Traveler about you, and I've decided it's best to be open in this instance. I can understand if you would rather not work for a Harbinger. Regardless, the room on the ship is yours to keep. You're an acquaintance of the Traveler, and I plan to honor that.
Wait, she's actually nice? It's not a problem. The captain also worked for the Fatui, and he helped Natlan a great deal. We know that there are good people among your ranks. Besides, I've been around long enough to know what it means to earn one's keep. This isn't Natlan, and I don't expect special treatment. Besides, sitting at a desk isn't exactly backbreaking work.
I appreciate that perspective, great shaman.
Seat Lolly. Just call me Seat Lolly. That title makes me sound so... old.
Well, Seat Lolly, the Traveler and I are looking for something, so we'll be heading underwater together soon. I'll leave the ship in your care while we're gone.
Together? How often?
Not too often. We're heading out in a bit, but I'll be available if you need something.
You couldn't, go alone?
I wanted to, but she was concerned about my physical well-being, so she offered to come with.
Guess my mental well-being means nothing then.
Huh?
Just be quick about the whole thing, okay?
Miss Guillotin is so generous. We talked it over, and she agreed to let our crew come over and do some test shots while you two are out.
All right. Our first stop is the Barrel region. After Alain left the Fontaine Research Institute, he lived in seclusion somewhere around there. Huh. This place has changed a lot. Guess I really have been gone for a long time. Let's look around and see what we can learn. Oh, and don't forget to catch a few to take back. We need to keep up appearances, remember? Poisson isn't too far from here, right? It's all a bit nostalgic, I guess. Back when I lived here, all this was still above water. All right, I have a general understanding of the terrain changes and sediment accumulation. We can stop here for now. That went smoother than expected. I appreciate the help.
No problem. You doing okay though, Syndrome? Seeing your home look nothing like you remember, that can't be.
I'm fine. Times change. People change. That's the one thing you can actually count on. I made peace with that a long time ago. You should head back and put them in the aquarium tanks. We finished ahead of schedule, so your crew is probably still on the ship. I'll follow in a bit.
Right. Xavier said he was gonna test out a couple of shots.
I'm sure. I want to take another look around on my own.
Okay then. Want us to let you know when the filming is done?
No need. Columbina relies on Kuvaki to perceive her surroundings. In Nodcry, her senses are heightened because Kuvaki is everywhere. But here, as long as she doesn't activate her abilities, her range of perception should be equivalent to an average person's line of sight. I figured that out back in Snezhnaya.
That's oddly specific.
I have hiding from her down to a science. So, what? Things might be a bit different now that she's merged with the Moon Sisters, but I doubt there's been a drastic change. The point is, you two can head back. Don't worry about me.
Okay, if you say so. Come find us on the ship if you need anything.
What did you leave for me, Elen? Did you know I would come back? Or did you make it so I would...
We're back!
Shh! Quiet on set! They're filming over there.
Oops, sorry.
What's your take, Detective? Bullet wound to the chest. Gunpowder residue on the clothes.